KSI Faze Temperrr, Swarmz, Ryan Taylor, Idris Virgo.
Take what to me?
Smash, yeah. You absolute.
Anthony Taylor, and many, many more. A lot happened the other night.
So it's 7 AM the next day. I just woke up to do some editing when I realised
Oh, fuck.
my microphone stopped recording the entire time, so I lost half an hour of footage. Not a good start. It is the next day. Watching back my footage, I realised I had literally no energy, and it's not very entertaining to watch when someone's got no energy. We're gonna have to redo it yet again. I am gonna keep cutting back to what I did record yesterday, because I feel like I did make some good points. Before we get into it, one thing. Wembley Arena. Why do you think it's acceptable to charge £7.50 for a pint? Are you alright? Are you good? It's £4.20 here. In order to keep the audience retention, I am going to be wearing these funky glasses. Starting off the bill, we had Anthony Taylor versus Idris Virgo. Now, I just want to say real quick, Anthony, mate, you did good, man, but your gas tank just let you down. You came into round one and applied the pressure. I thought you looked really good early on. Unfortunately, it was your downfall. But you're taking it on the chin, fought like a warrior, mate. Overall, I think Anthony did good. I think Idris was, obviously expected to win this, and Idris did great. Second fight of the night, we had Elle Brooke versus Faith Ordway. The ring announcer kept calling her Elle Brooke. Personally, I wouldn't be having that. I'd be stopping boxing match and I'd be getting fisticuffs up with ring announcer. I wouldn't be taking me, you know. Can have him. Ah, you twat. If you've been following the fight build-up at all, you'd know that Faith was looking clean. Elle Brooke does have the fight experience. To be honest, I'm not too sure how she did in her last fight. I didn't watch it. I didn't really watch anything from that card. That's like the dodgy side of YouTube boxing, mate. Wouldn't have touched that with a 10-foot ball. The fight starts and immediately Elle Brooke comes out and dominates. Everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face. That's what I hear all the time. That really showed. All right, Elle Brooke has the fight experience. Faith, on the other hand, doesn't. She has been in the gym training longer. She's never actually had a fight before, whereas Elle has. It's also worth mentioning Elle Brooke's currently training with Ebony Bridges. She's a UK IBF bantamweight world champion. I definitely didn't just read that off of Google. Elle Brooke came through Faith completely off balance the entire time, dropped her. Faith just wasn't moving ahead at all. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we got the GOAT. We have the madman versus the bad man. Gonna catch a punch and take that bag, man. I can do it too, Slim. We'll get to Slim later. Everybody in the mum thought Ryan Taylor was going to win this. There's no way, after the amount of damage he took to Slim in his last fight, that he's going to go through this and get dropped by Swarmz. Everybody remembers Swarmz' last performance against KSI in KSI's 2 fights 1 night on the first ever Misfits event. Bro was a Beyblade, literally running away from KSI. So it's safe to say nobody really expected the madman himself to pull off a madness here. Swarmz is serious. Swarmz is here to stay. Fight starts out. Immediately Swarmz looks better than ever. He looks slick, throws a few jabs to the body. Don't think they catch him until Ryan comes in and Swarmz catches him right in the eye with a jab. Ryan backs off, starts pointing at his eye. To us in the audience, you couldn't hear what the commentators were saying. You couldn't hear what was going on. To us, it looked like Ryan was trying to back out of the fight, basically. So everybody in the audience just started booing him. I didn't, because I like Ryan Taylor. But it turned out that one jab Swarmz threw had fractured an orbital bone, but I'm not actually sure if that's what happened. Ryan is saying that there's been no fracture, but he's now blind in his left eye. The madman took out the bad man with one stiff jab to the eye. That isn't redemption to you. What is? Swarmz came through and I'm so proud of him. I could cry. I'm literally crying. After that, it was finally time for the mystery opponent to be revealed. Now, I'm not going to say anything, just listen to the crowd reaction from where I was sat. Mad, absolutely mad. Pineda. Everyone thought it was going to be Alex Wasabi.
Bro, you need to chill out.
Some people were saying Jay Swingler, some people were saying Gib, because the outline of the mystery opponent did look like Gib at first. Nope, it was Pineda. Who better to have back on Misfits to get their redemption? And he got his redemption, alright. Everybody was kind of rooting for BDave, showing a lot of personality during the fight build-up. But immediately, as soon as Pineda walked out, the switch had been flipped, and respectfully, everybody was rooting for Pineda after that point. And you know what? Pineda came through as well, decimated BDave, dominated the entire fight. Just like Swarmz, Pineda also got his redemption. Both the people KSI levered on the first Misfits event in that same night came back for Misfits 4 and got their redemption. Not only were all the fights on this card incredible, but we had a lot of heartwarming moments, you know. It was cool for this one to be the one that I went to live. I was smashed as well. This next one was undoubtedly fight of the night for me. Salt Papi versus Josh Bruckner versus Josh Bruckner. Josh Bruckner being labelled as the boogeyman of influencer boxing for a while now. Nobody wanted to fight him. Pretty similar thing with Salt Papi as well. Salt Papi's had a couple of performances now where he's just decimated his opponents. Salt Papi's been saying for a while now, I show you what I want you to see. He's shown that he's got hands, but he's never really faced. No one's really given him a tough fight. And everybody thought that this one, Josh Bruckner, is a hard fight, has a lot of fight experience. Everybody thought that this would be a back and forth war between both of them. Salt Papi did exactly what he did to his other opponents, only in the second round. Set him up so perfectly for the counter. He was watching the way Josh was exchanging shots, setting up combos, always leading him with the 1-2. He knew, and he was just waiting for the right moment to unleash the beast. I was pretty hammered at this point, so this is my reaction. Then we had the co-main event, Slim versus Tom Zanetti. Slim's been co-main like 3 times now, I swear. They need to give him a main slot. I've been telling everybody ever since this fight got announced. Tom Zanetti's from my ends, alright? Tom Zanetti's a local Donny. I know that he's grown up fighting. I mean, I don't know him personally, but I know people who do know him. And I know people who may have known him a little too well at times, but you know, it wasn't really until fight week when he actually got to showcase his pad work in the open workouts that everybody started to see, oh, you know, Tom Zanetti's actually got hands here. Even Slim looked a little, I don't want to say shook, but he looked surprised. And this fight was exactly what I thought it was going to be, you know, it was a war. That's why it's so hard to pick fight of the night, because there's so many things that happened at this event that shocked me. But it was a war from both boys. Slim obviously came through and got the W, both exchanging heavy shots. Look at what Tom did to Slim. Look at his face. I don't think I've seen Slim that damaged before. Yeah, just another great performance from Slim. And he's the hitman, you know? You have to expect it somehow. But Zanetti, man. Zanetti was great as well. And I want to see him work on his head movement and his boxing a little bit more, because he genuinely has massive power and he was good. There's a clear improvement that needs to be made, especially in the defense section. I feel like once he does shape up on that, he's gonna pose a massive problem for a lot of these influencers, you know? So yeah, big ups Tom Zanetti, big ups Slim. Sick fight, boys.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to what you've all been waiting for. The main event, a fight between the versus
the Sniper Temperrr.
This fight was JJ's chance to show the levels that he's been working on and to show everybody up, basically. To show that he can drop Jake if he wants to. I'm actually going to react to it with you because I've not watched it back yet, and from what I remember, it was short but sweet.
The vibes were immaculate at this event. Personally, I thought this fight was going to be more akin to the Logan fight. I really thought Temperrr was up there. JJ's just constantly improving. Oh! He tried to go in. JJ's problem is he's swinging from the hip a lot. Oh, shit! Oh, he's bouncing. He's charging up his special attack.
Give Tommy something to look at he hasn't seen.
And just like that, boom! Oh!
It's done! It's done! KSI!